But I think it's worth looking into to save your ass, Charwin.
When you're doing a standard athletics as the second attack, because you're using your whole body kind of thing, as opposed to like an armor attack is agile, but athletics you're using your whole body and wrestling, whatever, I believe it's -5.
I've been told I have finesse with my entire body. Just saying.
Well, maybe you could argue that.
Yeah, is there like a magical way that Manubrio
I must have
can,
taken the feats.
Can you like intervene Manubrio and like aid him in his role?
I don't know. Like if I trip him and make him prone, does that lower his like anything for that? I'm sure I can distract the guy.
It could. It could. Let's roll some credits because this is way better than any lore I would have brought up. Hello, everyone. Welcome to another exciting episode of the All Guns, No Glory podcast. We are playing Pathfinder's 2nd edition revised, or at least for the players, version of Outlaws of AlkenStar, the 3-book adventure path. We are in Book 2, Chapter 2, on an airship called the Second Kiss, up in the customer, up in the crew cabins. We have Mr. Fly turned out to be a strange creature called a Migo. Not that they know this alien bug-like creature with no face and nasty claws, and grabbed Charwin and picked him up with a jammy hand. Never mind. Eviscerated him, and after missing an athletics check to wiggle free by 1 and a bunch of hero points burnt and barely missed it by 2, we tried to look into the rules about, and by all means keep looking, about athletics, your second attack, so athletics in grabbed against fortitude, second attack, pretty sure it's -5. If it's -4, you got free. If not.
So it says attempt a check using your unarmed attack modifier.
Oh, that's finesse, bro! Let's go!
Hang on. Using your so what is your unarmed attack?
It's +11.
Which is the same as your athletics.
Right. So the difference would be is if you use your unarmed attack modifier with conjunction of your multiple attack penalty, it would be at a -4 due to agility.
Right. So that now my wrestling knowledge goes back to Age of Ashes, which was Legacy. So they may have modded this to just simply switching out the word of athletic second attack to unarmed. So yes, the hero point in this episode, switching to the battle mode,
except
pays
technically,
off.
That means he landed the first one. No, the first one was
yeah. His first one was a -1, and then
he rolled much better.
Yeah, no, that's good. You slip free.
I can't believe
unfortunately,
it worked, guys.
It took him the whole round because he slowed, right? So you're no longer slowed. We'll take that off of you. You're no longer grabbed, right? But you no longer have any actions this turn. Which brings us to the top of round 3, and unfortunately, it's my go.
I'm just trying to hold in my innards. I don't want Milo to see me like this.
And you're right there. And again, he tries to claw you, dude. Sorry. With a 19, manages a critical. You get free. You stumble back, and he just uses the opening to land a critical hit. 2d6 plus 4, slashing plus grab for a total of 19 points of damage. As a second action, I use my grab to get a hold of you. And now it says you are immune for 24 hours. I can't try to eviscerate you again.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, that was a nasty attack.
But while I got a hold of you, I use you to close the door.
No!
You use me.
El Membrio, the door opens, the door closes. You just see slice dice. You see Charwin wiggle off this crazy creature's grasp. It grabs him over the shoulder, holds him up, and then slams it with a wing. I'll use my wing. Just
Interact action to change from keys to whip. Now I'm
Okay.
going to put the boots to the door. Yeah! But I go up on my little hind legs and my little front
Okay.
front feet, kick it open.
Yeah. Okay.
The horse
One to
rearing.
one to switch to the whip because you got to keep those keys. You don't want to just drop them. I understand. It's great. That's
Not
got to be the
dropping 'em.
best thing. The best thing of this new rule set is interacting and switching a weapon as opposed to
Love
just
it.
dropping all your crap.
It's very
so
cool.
good. One to switch. One to
switch,
kick the door.
One to kick
One
open the door.
Athletics.
And
Athletics.
athletics. Oh, to kick
Yeah.
open the door? Yeah,
Yeah.
buddy. I got you. I got this. I can do it. Come
I'm
on,
holding
I
him.
better
I'm
do it.
holding him
I
against
better
the
do
door.
it. Should I put this in the tower? I'm almost scared to look. No,
If you want.
I'm rolling it open. I have 15, 26.
Okay.
Hi-ho, silver.
Boom. Okay. And last action.
And last action, if the door's open,
Yeah.
I am tripping this guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got 4 legs.
Hey.
You see 4 legs. I'm just saying.
Easy target. Ha
Whoop. Yeah.
With a 26, which says, I don't know if the trip activity was a failure or if the save was a failure. Trip.
The save is a failure, so you succeeded.
Okay. I don't know, because usually it says they
No.
go prone.
Trip activity result 26 equals failure. You
Failure,
did not trip
okay.
me. Yeah, you did not trip me.
Yeah, okay. It's
Yeah, it
weird.
gets
It's
confusing
weird with that
sometimes.
one.
I swear, sometimes it says it like that. But
That was 1. That was 2. That was 3.
3. You're
And
done.
and I go, ole.
Blaster Valentine.
I'm trying to recollect what I'm looking at right now, so I'm going to recall knowledge.
There's a giant picture of a crazy ass thing. Mutants, the battlefield. Have we ever seen
Yeah.
anything like this? Yeah. Occult. Maybe arcane. We're talking like a legit alien. This thing comes from another dimension, another world.
All
So
right.
it's either a cult or, what do you got? No. It's a bug mutant. It's a bug
right.
new mutant from Jersey. I have no idea.
My next best thing would be survival.
Stretching. Sorry, man.
Yeah, okay.
I know you want to keen, and if you want to reserve a single action to go down the list every round, sure. But Charwin is bleeding, eviscerated, and you have to shoot through not 1, but 2 guys are giving me shield bonuses. So you're at -2 to start, just so you know. But I believe in you, Mr. Crit Shot. You can do it.
Run into that room. Show him who's boss.
Yeah, or you could just run around me.
Okay, here we go.
Want to move? You want to shoot? What do you
Yeah,
want
I'm going to move.
Okay. So you go through the whippy puppy.
Yeah, I dip,
Through
dodge,
your-
and dive through the through my teammates, and then run around the other side of the enemy.
Okay, now here's the thing. Because I have him grabbed, I'm going to ask you for athletics or acrobatics to sort of, wind your way as if you were trying to get through an opponent's square or around it, because basically we are so huggy-huggy.
16.
That's fine.
Acrobatics.
Base of these is usually 15. I'm fine,
Cool.
Because I'm reaching into Charwin's square, but there is that sort of interaction. I wanted at least, a little bit of a dice acknowledgement.
I do
Okay.
my commando
5, 10,
commando droid jumps.
Yeah, where you unhinge and just walk like them. 5, 10, 15 puts you in a corner. Do you want to keep moving?
25. Yeah, so I'll go in like the opposite corner there,
Mm-hmm.
and then I will take a shot.
Okay. Go right ahead.
32 for a hit.
That is a hit, sir.
one. That's only 3 damage. But
Whee!
I shot him.
His strange bark-like chitlin skin ricochets most of the damage. The pieces peel off, but it's not as he's not as squishy as you might think. However, let's see. What would go with tactics? What would go with survival? I will tell you what. If you give me a perception at the beginning of your next turn, I will give you some knowledge based on how the bullet reacted to him, and you might be able to calculate something interesting about this creature in the place of a recall. I can give you that much. Pylo. Pylo's charging down the hall.
Keep running down the hallway, see what's going on. I haven't even seen what's in the room.
5, 10, 15. Oh, God. Combat. You want to get in there? You want to just pull up short and...
I'd probably pull up short, seeing that it's a little bit crowded in there.
Okay.
Noticing this big honking beast has my buddy Charwin all grabbed up, and he looks like he's bleeding like crazy. I'd be like, "Oh man, Charwin, what the hell's going on, guys? I go to the engine for 20 minutes and hell breaks loose." Don't worry,
normally Sorry, go ahead.
It's okay. Don't worry, I brought some friends with me, and I'm gonna cast Rouse Skeletons.
Okay. Normally I would burn an action for perception to take in the battlefield, but because the room is so small and this creature is so horrid and is chewing up Charwin, like there's, no time to think. Whatever happens. If you hit friends, too bad. You know what I mean? You just use your second 2 actions, you kick in the spell. I'm assuming it's a 2-action spell?
Yeah, it's a 2-action spell. It's a 10-foot
And what is it?
burst. How does that work?
Okay. So you pick a spot,
Yep.
and that spot bursts 10 feet in every direction.
Every direction. All right. So no matter where I cast it in this room, it's going to hit my buddies, right?
Mm-hmm. And unfortunately, yeah. Unfortunately, from your angle, you can only really pick 3 squares. The one Charwin's in, and the two above it. Yeah, I was just saying, like, it would be safer to cast it in the corner that you can't see. So, unfortunately, okay.
It says that they come from a solid surface, such as a stone floor, but could it be a wall?
Well, read the spell.
So
Instead of guessing, give it to us.
what it says is misshapen skeletal forms erupt from a solid surface, such as a stone floor, and fill the burst. The area they fill is difficult terrain. Their grasping claws deal 2d6 slashing damage to creatures on the ground in the area when the skeletons first appear with the basic reflex save. On subsequent rounds, I can sustain the spell, move the skeletons up to 20 feet, and any creature within range takes the 2d6 damage again as well.
Okay. And it's a burst, so it's 10 feet in every direction, so that's like 10 feet around that square?
I guess so, yeah.
That's quite a lot of space.
Yeah, so I'm saying, I guess there's no way I can really get it into the back corner here, eh? Just to kind of...
You cannot see.
No. I don't think I'd seeing Charwood all beat up and bloody, I wouldn't want to hurt him anymore, I think.
Yeah, and now we're getting into the whole, wait a minute, I should be perceive, this is what I was saying, like, I'll let you drop what at first thing, right? So it's like, tactically, I'll let you change your mind, but if you start going, oh, well, he's this and he's that, well, there goes your perception action, right? So
I'll do a perception. I'm going to do a perception to kind of see what's going on in there. I'll burn a perception just because.
Okay.
Make it.
Okay.
Where are we going here? Perception.
In the tower?
Yep. That's an 18 plus 12.
Oh, shit. That should have been in the tower, but that's fine. I'll give it to you. Okay. You lean in and peek around the door. You see this creature has wings. It could lift off the floor while your friends suffer lasting effects. Initial effects it would take, but lasting effects it could possibly flap and hover. Okay. Way too small a space. You would hurt everybody badly. And like you said, Charwin looks pretty bad. I'm not going to say a medicine check, but he's, gasping and bleeding. So probably too heavy a spell for here. Unless you want to lure him into a trap. Like, get out of there and lure him away, and then, guys, get behind me and poof, like that kind of thing, sure, but...
Yeah. All right, so I only got 1 action left.
Did you want to move, though? You can move to a position to cast another spell or attack later.
Yeah, I'm just, with, what's-his-face here blocking the door, I really can't move anywhere other than into the room, right? Yeah, you know what we'll do? I'm going to move right into the back corner here.
Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Okay, you're going to have to tumble right through him to get to that corner.
Okay. Well, it was okay. 5, 10, 15.
It's fine. It's just you got to go through my reflex defense at 5 or 10. It's shit. I think like I know it's at par to go around me if I threaten a square, but to literally go right through a guy, I think it's an additional 5 anyway. What is my reflex? What's your acrobatics? You feeling or athletics? You charge through me.
Let's look and see here.
Acrobatics.
Acrobatics. I can give acrobatics a try.
27. You think you can hit a 27?
Not a chance. It'll never happen.
Yeah.
No.
Only on it at 20. Okay. Too much wings, too many limbs. The creature is set too wide with its spidery legs, and its abdomen is too low.
Then I'll go to the space right. Then I'll go to the space right in front of him. And be like, wanted to get to that corner, but this damn thing's blocking my way, guys.
Okay. I will still take an acrobatics of 15, just like I penalized Valentine, because he is in the middle of a grab or grapple with Charwin. He's interacting with that square.
Okay. Give me a second here. Athletics or acrobatics? Acrobatics it is. 14.
Did you want to use 0 point? You missed it by 1.
For something like this, what happens if I miss it? Does it just...
You just don't... You're not allowed the movement, which shunts you right back out.
I'm not allowed to move to any of the spaces? Wouldn't it like move me back 5 feet? Or no?
Yeah, but you can't end your movement in a friendly square. That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Right. Jeez.
Yeah.
Or
you end up prone, and then there's a big kerfuffle to get off of you, right?
Do I waste my action because I didn't roll that, or does it? I can get another action here.
It does waste a single action. So you've tried to get in and failed.
Yeah.
Unless you want to burn a hero point to re-roll.
All right, we'll burn the hero point. Let's do it.
Okay.
Let's do it. See what happens.
Let's try again.
Abilities. Where did it go? I lost my skills. There it is. Acrobatics. Well, that's even worse. That's a 5.
That's a crit fail. That literally puts you prone. I will be kind, though, and say that you don't end up prone because you're not trying to go through him where you would bounce off and go prone as per the rules. You just don't,
Don't make it into the room.
Yeah, you don't even get anywhere. Bad enough
You're just trying to not hurt Charwin. I get it.
Yeah. Which brings us to El Membrio.
Oi. I will tumble through, or attempt to tumble through, to land on the other side of him.
Okay.
So I want to be there. I've got more than enough movement, but yeah, you want that
Okay.
15, DC 15 acrobatics, right?
No, DC 15 if you wanted to go around him. If you want to go right through him, it's like
No, I
27.
can go around. I just dropped my token where
I see.
I got more than enough movement to do it.
I got you. Yeah.
So I will acrobatics it in the tower. Did I make it?
Well, that one, that's the type of roll you could do open, right? Because it's obvious.
True, yeah.
Yeah. It's only the ones that don't have apparent effects. Anyway, you
I was
got
just
20.
giving you a suspense attempt.
Okay. You don't know if you made it or not. Where did you end up? Don't tempt me.
Did I make it?
No, yeah, you're there.
Okay, cool.
You don't seem to acrobat your way around. What?
And again, I will attempt to trip this dude. Now,
Okay.
oh, wait. Can you please add off guard to him?
Yes. Off guard. Where are we here? Detected, unconscious. See it. Doesn't exist, sorry. Oh, there we go.
Lies.
There we go. Done.
Not. Yeah. Let's do it. Trip. Work. Damn it.
Failed.
I have to roll so high for that.
Dude, I
All right.
got 4 legs. I have 4 legs. It's very hard to trip me. One action left.
Yeah, I do have one action left. So, you know what? I'm still just going to try and whip him. I rolled a 19. Oh, wait. Oh, it automatic. Okay, so would a add 4 to that? Would a 24 hit?
24 missed last time. Same as your last roll.
His reflex, though.
What?
I guess, yeah, you're right. It's against his
It's-
reflex. to trip you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Damn. That's me.
Okay. Blaster. So about that perception check in the tower. Do you want some information possible? Somewhat akin to a knowledge recall? I'm giving this for two reasons. One, because you actually are a war bot. And two, watching how your bullet reacts to a creature's form might tip you off to, what might be advantageous or disadvantageous.
I think I'm going to save that for next round if I can.
Okay.
Just for now, I am going to move to just above Charwin there to the other side of the room, and move and reload.
Okay.
And then fire at it again.
Sure.
Another hit.
29 is it? Yep. There you go.
29.
Now we're getting somewhere.
There's some damage. 8 damage.
8 damage. Poof.
And I'm going to move and reload again. Out of the room. I'm in the hallway.
Can I have that acrobatics check since you're going through the troubling of these two grabbing and grappling each other?
Yes. And I got a 24.
That's fine. Okay.
So yeah, I'm back in the hallway, reloaded, and as I ran past
To the
Charwin,
north.
I wanted to yell, "Get out of this room!"
He's getting stabbed and grabbed. He's trying.
Not even
Speaking
in
of
there
Char-
yet.
Speaking of Charlin, what do you want to do, Charwin?
Oh, I am grabbed again. All right.
Yes, you are.
All right. Let's try athletics to escape. Ooh, that looks promising. 27.
Mm-hmm. Let me just
Are you
double check.
still
But
slowed, or is it only one turn for slowed?
I think
that
it
was last turn.
All
Yeah,
the
it's
blood
fine.
you're losing is making you slick and easy to slip out.
My blood works
What
to
are you
my
supposed to do?
advantage.
To answer your question, he is no longer slowed. We did that last round. Sorry, what am I looking for? Reflex Fortitude? What was it? Fortitude. Yeah, 23. Okay, no, you're good. You're good. You got it. Free in the first try, but you need penalties for any attacks that come after, because unfortunately grappling and athletics checks in combat count. Care to pull out a weapon, cast a spell, or do what Valentine says and get the hell out of there? You have 45 wounds. You currently have 18 hit points.
Yeah, let's move out for now.
Matt's pumping his arms. Run away!
So I'll move
Sliding
to
out of the room.
south of Pylo.
Okay.
buddy.
Oh, that's 2 actions.
Got one left.
Let's try battle medicine, maybe.
Sure. Now, isn't battle medicine on yourself? The DC's a bit higher.
I haven't seen anything
Or
for self
is
battle
it-
medicine.
No, I think they changed that.
That's in
actually.
Star Wars, but I wouldn't surprise me if it was here too.
No, and I think I've made this mistake, and I think we've discussed this and found out that I was misthinking. I think it's just you up the DC if you want to do extra dice. You want to try for like an uber heal. So what do you want to do, Charwin? Yeah?
Do the generic.
Same
Couple of
DC
stitches.
as treat wounds.
Couple
yeah.
of stitches and you're fine.
So let's do treat wounds.
He'll be fine.
With a critical success. All right. I'll take
All
it.
right. Do the dice. Look at those gluey yellow dice. Yeah.
16. I'll take it.
Okay. Stuffs all his guts back in. There you go. It's reverse rope casting. Pylo's impressed.
I haven't started yet. Pylo, don't get any ideas.
Hey man, just learning tricks from me. I like it.
Back to the creature. Top of round 4. Ignoring the tiny poppet and bursting out into the hallway. 5, 10, The creature pursues its prey. But what's this? I've placed myself still off guard because now I'm between the machine that's shooting at me ineffectually and Pylo, and my prey is getting away.
Yeah, come get these brains, buddy.
Hmm. What's up, creature?
Oh crap! I tumbled through. I had panache.
Had panache. Trying
I
to
don't
get
think the
to
one extra on the roll would have
Yeah.
done me any good whatsoever.
No,
but still,
literally tearing and clawing his way through Pylo to get to my prey. 24 is a hit on Pylo. 11 points of damage. I am not interested in grabbing you or eating you or eviscerating you. You're just bones. So he continues to claw you. So with penalties, second attack, he claws you more and hits you again. And does more claw. Oh, double ones. Aren't you lucky? 6 points. There's nothing there. There's nothing for you to claw. He just keeps raking claws. Minimum
Keep trying,
damage.
man, but those claws don't do much to me.
Speaking of which, Pilot's your go.
Well, seeing as this guy's just come out here, I know what's attacking now. My buddy Charwin's all beat up. I'm not going to be very happy about that. So, I am going to look at this guy, and he's standing right in front of me, isn't he now?
Yep.
If I put... Would the burst go through the door?
Yeah.
If I put the burst right here.
Yep.
And it wouldn't
So-
do any real.
Drew, you've posted a burst. Is this new rules? Is this
no,
You
that's
pick
the
a corner?
standard 10-foot burst pattern. And yeah, like there's almost no applicable usage of that where you're going to land it on in here, anyways. Like there's just not enough room. It's going to
Yeah,
hit
so-
all of us.
It's centered
Yeah,
off of
Okay. Or at least I see how it works. Oh, I got it now. So it's not like I put it in a square and it just kind of goes out. It goes like on a dot and fans
you
out.
go-
Like, it hits like 16
yeah.
squares there.
Yeah, it's nasty.
12 squares. Okay.
10-foot burst is not terrible. Not terrible.
It's a great spell. I'm glad you have it. It will save you. I bet you the spell will come in handy in the future, but indoors, not so great.
Well, you know what's even better than that? I have 3 full actions and I haven't taken one of them yet. I'm going to cast Animate Dead.
Okay.
And because I am level 5 now and I can cast level 3 spells, I can heighten it to level 2
Okay, so what do you want to
automatically
make?
because it's a signature spell. And I'll use a Flaming Skull. Because that's a level 2 undead.
Sweet.
That's so cool. We're in Doom now.
Skull. Okay.
And got
One moment.
minion ear.
We're in the mana waste too. Is there
He summons a skeletal dragon.
yeah, your skull turns into a dragon.
I get the whole body with it. Whoops. I only wanted the skull.
You have to play the rest of the campaign.
does it have
to try and
the,
kill the dragon.
Oh,
Yesterday-
Yeah, I guess-
Yesterday,
Nice.
before you left, our captain checked the whisper sheets and said that there's rough weather ahead. It's coming tomorrow, and lets you guys know that we're in for a bumpy ride because of the 2 or 3 days that are left. A lot of it's going to be like flying right through a mana storm that's coming. So we're actually headed into a storm, but we haven't hit it yet. Whether or not we're on the edges of some kind of arcane backlash, I will let Pylo roll percentage. The percentage is low, Pylo, but I'll let you roll percentage.
So that is the which dice are that?
The 00D.
The
double
D10s
zero?
on the end, yeah.
That's all I'm rolling.
Because I did say it's nighttime, and tomorrow with the dawn,
That is 81%.
you're fine. Even if I gave a 15, like I said, it was low, 15, 20% chance, you're fine. Where was I? Okay, so Pylo got 30 with his initiative, so you cast this thing. It's going to pop up right after yours.
Well,
Right.
I get to move. I get to do 2 actions with it right away, I believe.
Yeah, no, I'm just trying to set this thing up on the
I got you.
combat chart with you, right?
Yep.
I'm going to make Pylos 31 just so we know what he wants to do. Okay. So, a flaming skull. Where would you like to place it?
I will put him right here in the doorway, because that's the only spot I've got for him.
Okay.
I'm assuming I can kind of see that square to be like, ha, and throw it in there. Now, guys, I don't have a name for this one yet, so if anyone has any name suggestions, I'd like them, because of these guys are my friends, and I do like to call them by name. So, names for the head, looking for them. Anyways, Mr. Head, why don't you hit that guy with some fire? And I will make him spit fire at the bad guy.
Dude, I've got an animated skull for this.
Oh, perfect.
If you look at, you can actually see it's moving.
That's cool. It's got little dust clouds around him. Neat.
It's supposed to be hovering on like a purple necromantic something. It's not technically a flaming skull, but I couldn't resist. It's such a good Devin Knight mini. Thank you, Devin. Yeah. Oh, sorry. It's a friendly. He's our friend. And you want him to attack immediately.
He's gonna spit fire right at him. It's a ranged attack, but it's I guess spit ranged plus 10. I don't know what I'm running.
Yeah.
Is it 20 plus 10?
Nat 20.
Oh.
This thing appears and just blows fire right in its face. Whoosh. 1d12 plus 2 fire damage twice. 4. Does 16 points of fiery damage to the anthropod.
No, I want you to think twice about hitting my friend Charwin again.
You said it gets 2 actions?
That was I guess it gets 2 actions. So
Okay. Well,
fire
didn't need to
once,
move.
and then I can
spit
headbutt
fire.
him too.
You want to headbutt him?
Yeah.
As the second? Sure. Forehead smash. 19 for a miss.
Okay,
This thing is so cool, dude. I love this.
that's all we got.
Well done,
It
Philo.
spits hot fire.
Yes,
It's got even more fun if I can get some combos going.
El Manubrio. Now, just to remind the audience, the adventure states and can override rules. Adventure states, because party magic is so crucial to adventure, to just say magic works normally. But I really think that flies in the setting, face of the setting. So I've been pretty kind with what magic they're using. They've pretty much used about anything they want, but there's still that looming chance of something going wrong, certain schools not working, just for flavor's sake.
Even the flaming skulls, like flame breath, is evocation technically.
Spiegler really wants you to blow up.
Okay, so really?
48. Sorry, Spiegler. Jeez, man. The flaming skull uses its hero point. Albambrio, go.
All right. I don't need to trip. I have panache. I can just start beating on this dude.
The skull? You got a whip, don't you?
No,
yeah. He just takes a -1 for the shield bonus that the flying thing friendly is in the way.
Yeah.
That's
So don't add +1 to this for panache. Hey, I got a hit.
Okay.
For 12 points of whipping damage. Oh, he's weak. He's weak to my whip. Then I'm going to do it again.
What kind of damage? I've been sitting on a weakness, and I even tried to give it to Spiegler. You guys have
With another
slashing.
hit.
You guys have slashing weapons, and no one's using them. They're like, I want to trip them. I want to shoot them. I'm
For
like,
another
"Alright."
13 points. I'm beating the out of this guy. Suck it, bug thing.
The barbs blade on your whip seem to open the flesh quite readily, as if he's almost like Pudgy Jello himself. He seems to have a weakness to slashing weapons.
Sick. I feel so strong right now, and that's all my actions.
Blaster Valentine. You see the whip come out the door and slice him and just open him up like he's bread and butter. Oh. And you've put all those feats into sword and piratey shooting, and I'm sitting there just killing myself. And I move and I load, and you sure? I've been trying for you, man. And what do you do for all my trying? Hey, isn't that flaming skull supposed to blow us up every time we breathe fire? Oh, God. What do you want to do, Speak? Blaster?
I will attack with my longsword. Arcing robotic slice.
Okay.
And I got a 15 for a miss.
Okay.
And so I will attack. I will take a shot with my pistol. Got a hit with that.
Okay.
That's 9 points of damage.
Okay. Chip it away.
And then I'll move to the end of the hall and reload.
Right. Because you can move and reload same time with one of your feats. I can never remember
Yes.
the names of those feats, though. All right. Which brings us to Charwin of the Blood Loss. What do you want to do?
Let's see. Let's try a stab real quick at this guy. Do a little
Okay.
poke.
You've got a long spear that has reach. I just need you to hit a -1 because Pylo gives a shield bonus to me.
And go right
The
through
old
the
negative.
ribs. Not even going to hit me.
-0.5. It's all right.
Round it up.
Right through the ribs.
Oh, it gets
24 for a hit.
Yeah, Charwin's not messing around anymore.
8 damage.
Nice.
And why don't we try...
More stabbing? You have a slashing weapon?
No slashing. Only poking.
Okay.
But I was thinking about doing my spout spell or cantrip.
Does that starts at you, though. Can you distance it? Are you going to get Pylo in there?
It is a 5-foot cube. So it's purely in his square. And it's based off of his reflex, so it's not an attack spell.
Oh, this is like the from the ground. Okay. Can you read it? Does it say from the ground? Like, does it list a surface or the ground?
Water blasts upward, coming out of the ground.
Okay. Yeah, you need to be on the ground. Because, like, even in Pylo's spell, it just said surface. You could pick a surface. You need to be on the ground for that one. Sorry, man.
Oh, is he flying?
No, I mean, like, there's no ground. We're in a boat. We're in the air. Like, in the spell description, it says comes out of the ground, right? So the ground is about 120 feet below us.
That's fair.
You know what I'm saying? Because they have gotten certain with some spell descriptions, like surface, such as stone. You know what I mean? Like, you know, if it was any surface, sure. But if it's just the ground and it's a druid spell, primal, I'm thinking you need to be on the ground.
Yeah, it also says rising from a pool or even manifesting from thin air.
Oh, okay. No, if it says thin air, that's even, you don't even need a surface. Shit, you could like blast it from behind. No, that's fine. That's fine.
Phrasing.
This is why I wanted you to read it out.
It's got a big butt.
It has multiple. It says ground or. Sorry to jump on you early. I just thought I had only one option. Okay. So, would you like it to come out of the floorboards?
Yeah, right through the floorboards.
Okay.
But he gets a critical success again.
Yeah. With
does
bug-like,
nothing to him.
you ever tried to swat a fly? This thing has bug-like reflexes. Like, it just suddenly flattens itself to one side and whoosh.
I imagine it's
No
like a
hit.
car wash. Like he paid for the extra bit, and I'm just washing his undercarriage. Yeah.
Get the wax.
Yeah, Val from the Matrix dodged this and just right to the head.
Yeah, but he did dodge it.
We need Val. Val's got to get in there. Master critical there.
My turn. Still interested in Charwin. Almost frantically so. Unfortunately, Pylo's in the way, so I'm going to rip at Pylo. 20 for a miss. Perhaps his frantic actions are causing me to hesitate. With penalties, a second attack. A second miss. And frantically a boss fight, risking, just because I want to see cards so bad. I mean, just because it fits the flavor. Risking a critical miss. Nope, just a regular miss. Just starts ripping away at Pylo and just can't seem to land a blow. Pylo, it is your go. Did you want to use Flamey or you first?
Let's get the flame guy going first. See what happens. So I will.
Okay.
I'll headbutt him first. Bam. And I'm right beside him. So
You mean you'll have it headbutt it?
I'll have the flame guy.
Okay,
Hey,
sorry.
Flamehead.
When you say me, I was like, what?
Oh, Pylo could do it too, I guess. No, but no.
Like this. 16 and a miss.
Oh man. That's
Second
not
attack?
the way you did last time. How about we try again? And we'll try the breath again.
Okay. Is there a cooldown time for the breath?
I don't think so. Let me just look and see. I think it's just one of his main attacks.
It appears to be, but I don't want to screw this
no,
up.
it doesn't say anything about
All right.
Nope.
Oh, okay. He spits fire. 18 and a miss. You want to risk third attack at -8 or 10?
He doesn't get other attacks. He only gets 2 actions. So
Oh,
I still
right.
have my 2
So-
actions now, though, right?
Okay.
And,
Oh, I need to fly. I need to spend an action to stay in flight, by the way, you know.
who does?
I don't get to attack. Any creature that's flying needs to spend an action to maintain flight.
I know
He doesn't need to maintain it. He could be sitting on the ground and still do what he
Yeah,
has to do.
it has a fly and a walk speed. So if he's not flying, he's not flying.
He wobbles 15 feet. Sure.
He just
Settles on the
It's
ground.
a rolling headbutt.
Yeah, I see it. 15 feet speed, 30 feet fly. Sure. He just lands on the ground and starts spitting up. Bah!
He doesn't need to go anywhere. He's just right beside the guy. So
It's funny because it launches itself for a headbutt and then flops back on the ground.
more of just kind of drops on the ground for a headbutt. You know,
Alright.
like a stutter drop. Bam.
Hey, the more attacks for you guys, the better. This guy is no joke.
Yeah.
If you have something special, I suggest you do it because have you noticed how it's not saying things like light, moderate, heavily damaged when you hit this thing? Because he's tough. Pylo, it is your turn. 1 to order your dude, and 2
more
for you to do
go.
what?
Let's see.
2
we
for
got
you to do what?
on here. This guy's been trying to get our brains and stuff, right? He's been kind of like, he's trying to get over to my friend there. I'll just look at him and say, listen, man, you don't know what you're doing here. You're trying to attack me and you can't do a single thing right. I just think you're a big dumb idiot. And I'm going to cast Phantom Pain on him instead. And Phantom Pain is you get a will save.
Okay. He's targeted Castaway. Fantasy Grounds will determine
There it
its
is.
fate.
That was a critical success, so nothing happens.
It's all right.
This
He's
guy
too
is
foreign or
crazy.
too alien to take insults literally. He doesn't have an ego.
That's everything.
I will
That was-
prove you superior. I will just prove I'm superior. That's not very insulting. El Mambrio, holding on to your panache from last round? No?
Yep. I do. I am panache. I'm going to open up with a confident finisher, which gives me my precision damage, which is 3d6 right now,
Okay. -1 for the skull in the way, but other than that.
which is countered by my panache. I don't have to add it. Here we go. Oh, that's the wrong weapon. There it is.
As in you'd have to put in a +1 when you use a panache attack?
Yep.
You sure Fantasy Grounds don't have that covered?
Yeah, but there's nothing for the
Okay.
swashbuckler.
I mean, it's just a skull on the ground. Is he really giving you a minus?
Anything that's in the way is in the way. It's just a generic roll.
So
dude.
a 28 that hits, dealing 1d4 plus 5 slashing, suck it, for 13 points of damage, and then an additional 3d6 precision damage for a total of 13 and 6 is 19 points of damage.
Okay. So you need me to add that other 6, right?
I do, yes.
No problem.
Yeah, there's no swashbuckler buttons. It's kind of unfortunate. And then for my next trick, I shall.
You guys have inflicted 88 points of damage, and
I
this
shall
thing is
tumble
still coming.
through
Yeah.
to flank this jerk. Where is my button? Skills. Acrobatics. All right, here you go, buddy. You can do it. Can you do it with a 17? Can do it. Unless 15's not too... Well, I guess... He's not engaged with my homie, is he? No, he's not.
Oh, you got to go right through him, right? You have to go through his square. You look at 27.
Oh, what?
My reflex is 17, base is 27, man. You don't go nowhere. It's like, aha! Poof.
What?
25.
No. Okay.
He's
So-
been crit saving everything.
I know, right?
What? So one whip, and then an acrobatic, right?
Yep.
And then you hear a point to cover it, so you still have an action left. Am I correct?
Oh, no. I'm good. That's me.
Okay.
Oh, well, let me just double check, but I'm pretty sure Competent Finisher might actually be 2 actions.
Could be. Usually anything has a tag, has an extra chevron attached as the price.
No, it's a single, but you know what? I don't got much else. You know what? I do have something else I can do. You'll love this, Jeff.
Oh, hang on, wait. If it says confident finisher chevron, that's something that you apply to a regular attack, which also costs a chevron. So that's how it makes it too.
No, it's a single action. It's a 1 square. It's not a square plus a chevron. Confident Finisher. You attack and then apply your precision damage. It's a special move. It consumes my panache. It's not attached to a regular attack. It is the attack. But again, you'll love this one, my friend. AlkenStar lore to recall what this dude is. Do I know about him?
No, I'm not from AlkenStar. Like I said, he's from another dimension or another world. He's completely alien, so
You
cool.
jerk.
Like, no, sorry.
Okay.
He's sort of a random encounter that they've thrown in and then covered him with a thin story, and it's like you guys might even not even have hired this dude to come aboard. There's this guy, and like I said, there's those 2 extra gilded dudes, and I was hoping you'd get one of them. And when you guys kind of took to my carpet bagger that I threw at the runway landing or whatever the hell oil and grease dive bar that Spiegler dragged you guys to, it's like, yep, he's there. An alien would be checking out all the bots.
It's just such an interesting description of an NPC, and I think they do that on purpose to make you feel like, I want this guy on the ship with us. He's a carpetbagger.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's me.
Oh, they just said it was merchant. Carpetbagger's me.
Oh, so you're
Oh,
the bigot.
I'm just saying, for flavor's sake, if they give me a generalized description, I try to lean in with flavor that suits the setting. Blaster, Valentine. An open back, 15 feet away. Slashing weapons seem to be opening this dude up quite well. What do you want to do?
I'm going to attack it. I'm going to run straight at it after I shoot. So I'm going to
Okay.
take my first action is taking a shot.
Okay.
Oh, here we go. So I get my bearings, take my stance, target acquired, and I land a crit with a 33.
Nicely done. Here we go.
And
Oh,
that's we have Blaster Valentine.
Pilo. Valentine, would you describe your crit kill and what happens to Pilo on the other end of it?
I'm just picturing like the camera coming from behind my head and it goes along the gun barrel and follows the bullet in slow motion as the creature turns and looks and it just tears through its cheek and his skull just shatters into a million pieces.
Lower half of its head just blows
There's-
off.
And Pilo's just standing there behind him, smiling, covered in great green gook. Wow,
yeah,
man.
it was good.
Wow.
Because he's a skeleton, he can't frown. He just looks like he's digging it, but he's not. Get the head shake.
First
Damn
it's
it, dude.
freaking snakes, now it's freaking bugs, man. What else are we gonna get on me this trip?
I like put my arm up.
That's true. Pilo, I'm going to give you a hero point. That was brilliant. Brilliant play of character action based on the story. That was good. I'll give you a hero point for that, man. That was good.
I just put my arm up at a 90 degree and cock my gun and reload it and stow it back in my arm.
Yeah, do the holster.
Yeah.
Oh, it goes in your arm, does it? 120 hit points. Kablam. Now he's a big bug of goo. But but do you really want to go to the captain and say, "Oh yeah, you know that guy that we brought aboard is a serial killer"?
We're gonna blame it on the storm.
His money was good, you know. Oh yeah, that's funny. As soon as he dies, his money fades away. It's a weird alien thing. Sorry, you owe the cat $50. It was all part of the illusion. The jam, you know.
Yeah,
The
as he mystifies, you just hear this echoey laugh.
Yeah. No, you have a big, fat, ugly alien bug carcass, but I'm saying everything that was his reverts to its original form, so the jam becomes gross bug guts, and the money becomes frickin' flywing scales. It's like, what? No, $50.
Well, guys,
no.
this thing is dead, and if I leave this skeleton thing here alone for too long, it's just gonna start wandering on its own. So I'm just gonna take it outside and destroy it. So while these guys are all chatting and deciding what to do, I'll walk up. I will send my flaming skull way off the ship and final sacrifice it. Blow it up way away. So that way he doesn't eat the passengers.
Okay.
Victory fireworks. We really hit that perfect time count number on the end of the level of Mario.
The funny thing is, it's 5 round. You guys are inside of round 5, so respectable combat. GM tips his hat. This creature, besides his final sacrifice, actually has its own fire explosion when destroyed. So even if he hadn't done the spell part of blowing it up, if this thing had gotten smote by your new friend, when destroyed, the flaming skull explodes in a blast of fire and bone, dealing 1d6 piercing and 1d6 fire damage to everything adjacent.
Here's a question. If I had
that's me.
Final sacrifice on that creature, which just slays the creature and deals 6d6 fire damage, would it also deal the 1d6 and the 1d6 as well?
Yes. Yes,
deal 8d6
I would. I would add it because it's baked into the creature.
So I got a little grenade. I can just throw it out there and bang, 8d6 fire damage. Nice.
It's a pretty solid tactic, really. Chuck that skull out there and just blast it in the middle of a bunch of enemies.
One might say that your spell to blow it up in fire might absorb the original d6 3d6, but it would still do the bone. I'm probably going to give you both. It's something interesting I would like to look into because I could see other GMs or the rules overcrowding, but it's still going to be more damage. At the very least, I'm going to owe you the bone damage, if not the extra fire. We'll get into that though. I don't see why not.
If it ever comes up, we'll see.
Yeah. Ooh, we've got new friends. And you know what? I'm just going to...
There will come a time when your swashbuckler friend has evasion, and he won't be too upset if you drop a fireball on him.
And that's just why I said, guys, he needs a name. If we want the Flaming Skull Bomb, you got to tell me the name.
Philo, that was a really impressive spell. I've never seen anything like it. I was in shock, and I'm so, it was very helpful. We should name it.
Well, you're impressive, man. You just made that thing blow up without an explosion. It was great.
How about, Agent Scully?
Agent Scully. That's the best thing.
Yes. A good ring to it. I like.
Somebody write that down because I can't spell.
Oh yeah, hell, I'm typing that hard baked into the monster right now. It's Agent Scully. It's Skull and Scully.
We'll carve it.
If you ever need it, just say, "Hey, Pilo, Agent Scully." We'll go with it.
We ran up against something alien and supernatural, and Agent Scully showed up to save the day. That's so good, man.
That's great.
That was my thought. Cross-hands.
That was
Yeah,
good.
beautiful.
All right. Oh, dropping us out of combat.
Pilo gives
So-
me a point.
That was a super weird creature. Can we like take 20 to figure out what it was? Did
I
anybody
think
got
if you-
skills?
Haven't
I
you
think-
ever seen something like
Or
this
take 10 or
before?
whatever?
I think if you show the crew, you know what I mean?
Is
Like
this-
we drag it back into its room, or are we just going to pitch it off the side? What do you guys want to do with it?
Should we show this to the crew? Like it might be something from a warp storm.
I think we should drag it back into its room and then inform the captain that of
Okay.
what happened.
The captain
Yeah.
will allow
Attempted date rape and the, the full shebang.
Wheat oil and whatever else.
He props up the clawed hand and tries to stick his key up under it and turn himself around a little circle to get the cranking
Which
action.
the red pepper jelly was offered to our victim.
and at the end of my description of the epic battle that ensued, and
Okay.
Captain, if you do not mind, turn my crank.
The crew, just because of what knowledge they have, would probably chalk this alien, otherworldly, dimensional creature up to some kind of terrible mutant from the Manastorm. It just seems to be what makes sense to these people. I don't think anyone has any skills to go, actually, it's a dimensional alien or some otherworldly alien. So you probably, unless you guys have strong misgivings about some other stuff or study the storms. And second, the captain wants that thing off her ship by dawn. Before the sun comes up, get this thing off my ship.
Is it as like bait to catch?
Are there laws against throwing
That's
things
the
overboard? 'Cause I really don't want to.
That's the problem. She wants it off her ship. Don't want more of them coming.
Not just that, like who knows what a dead thing would attract. Anything insectoid might be a hive. Just get it off my ship. And I'll forget. You guys explain who it was. She figures it out. She's like, yeah. She doesn't say or blame you guys. Obviously, anything magic that could transform and hold its shape, she gets it, right? But she still seems kind of pissed and wants it off her ship by dawn.
Oh, I
And
mean,
lock-
I don't think we'd leave it sitting there for too long. I don't.
Captain, just want to know, like, the laws against throwing things overboard. Like, are we just allowed to pitch it off the side, or are we going to get some kind of a AlkenStar police force after us?
She blows
just
smoke
ditch
in
the
your
body
face. She just blows smoke in your face and goes back to her cabin.
She does not denigrate herself to answer that question.
Exactly.
I understand. I think we're going to
But-
get in trouble, guys.
But now it's time for Pilo CSI as he decides to go over the body and report who's fighting, right?
Oh, God.
Airborne CSI. Despite just do a Garrick moment and have Charwin do the Miami thing where he leans down and pulls off his sunglasses and they dive into a Who song, Find the
That
body.
riddle where the scuba divers found full gear in a tree. A dead monster's found in a tree in the middle of the mana waste with nothing. How did it get there?
What was
Yeah.
it called again? Like a Mio?
Amigo.
Sounds like a case
Amigo.
for
And M-I...
Valentine. LA Noir detective.
Oh, Spiegler's got sunglasses on. Nice. For the podcasting audience, while we were dicking around, Spiegler exited stage left and came back with some cool looking mirror shades.
Yeah,
Now he's all kinds of Miami CSI.
The porn star cop glasses.
The friggin-
pulled you over for a reason.
On Halloween, where he had the full stash, cop uniform, and those glasses on too. So he had it right down a couple
video
you
filter
you are
actually-
kind of given that like 1980s undercover crack cop vibe right now.
They have the necklace out.
Miami
one
Vice
believe-
for sure.
No one believes
Got
he's
the
21 or from Jump Street, but that's okay.
I just got these glasses today.
Oh, they're so good.
Costco, $30.
There you go. And we'll see you all next time.